Welcome back to another video in our property management series, and today we're going to be discussing everything about our property check-in, our process in checking out our properties every single month to make sure they're clean, they're organized, and they are effectively working. So with that being said, if you like what we're doing, if you own property or you're manifesting owning some property, I love saying manifesting, please like and subscribe and check out our video. This video in particular and all of our property management series videos are gonna make sure that your property is a slam dunk. All right, so let's start, guys. So we're gonna start with the first step. Our property check process is gonna start always with entering the date, property, and inspector info. We use a form called job form, and we customize every single one of our forms to check in and check out form. And we have a property check process form that we utilize in job form. Please comment on the bottom form, and we'll go ahead and send you that form specific to our properties and what you're gonna be needing to look for in your properties when you are, or if you already are, a landlord. All right, so let's start with this first step. The first step is gonna be you enter the date, property, and inspector info. What that means is we put the day that we went to the property. We go ahead and put down whoever inspected the property. So it could have been me, it could have been Sebastian, it could have been Virginia, it could have been any one of us from our property management team checking out the property. We make sure they put the information because they were the ones that saw the issue, and they're the ones that are gonna go ahead and make sure that they document everything the right way. Then we move on to inspecting. So we inspect everything in our property. I mean, we give it a 360 view. We make sure that everything is okay, everything is clean, organized, issues, maybe some cracks on the foundation, rocks out of place, the sprinkler system just, not working, just spraying cars when they're parked. So we wanna make sure every single part of the outside of our property is nice and organized and clean. One of the first things that people look at when they enter a property, commercial, residential, multifamily, is your landscaping. That's like the first thing they see. Even if, let's say the property's not for sale, but they wanna make you an offer because of how beautiful it looks from the outside. If the landscaping is not nice, they're not gonna care to make an offer to you. We do a very thorough inspection of our landscaping, even if it's not for sale. People just look at it, So that's the first thing that stands out. Poor, average, or good. That's how we categorize the landscaping. Good means that it's fine, nothing's wrong. The guy's going when he's supposed to be going. Our landscaper's going when he's supposed to be going. And if he's not, then we put poor. We reach out to him, we tell him, hey, the property looks like crap. We need you out there ASAP. We want to make sure that everything is the price capital way, how we want our properties to look. So after we inspect the landscaping, we move on to inspecting the cameras. So we look at the cameras, make sure every single one of our cameras is working, is recording, and it's positioned correctly, because it could happen that maybe someone might have moved the camera and it's facing a direction that we just can't see anything. So we want to make sure we look at the app and we look at our cameras and we make sure we're able to see the angles of the camera, make sure they're clean, make sure we can see everything clearly, so that in the event that something does happen, a tenant reaches out, something got stolen, something happened, whatever it is, we can always go back to the cameras and we can take a look at everything clearly, okay? So after that, we make sure we inspect the paint. We look around the entire building. We're looking at every single wall. We're making sure that it's not dirty. There's no cracks on the walls. We're making sure the paint is not cracked. We're making sure everything is clean and looking great. After that, we inspect the parking lot. At times, the parking lot might have trash. It might have leaves from trees. The parking lines might be fading, so we might have to get them painted. Sometimes the parking bumps get cracked, so we make sure we look at every single part of the parking lot, because number one, violations come from that, from a dirty parking lot, from a faded parking lot, and also from landscaping issues. So if there's a lot of leaves on the parking lot and the landscaper's not going out there, that could also cause a violation. So we want to make sure we're good with the city, and also our property looks beautiful. After that, we inspect the cleanliness. Like I mentioned before, that's why we look at the parking lot. We make sure all the garbage is picked up. Let me tell you, none of us are too high up to not pick up something from the floor. We don't need to reach out to anyone for that. We can do it ourselves. Mr. Price, our benefactor, he does it all the time. So why not us? So let's pick up some trash. Always pick up the trash in your properties. Never leave trash laying around. Nobody's too good to pick up trash. Pick it up, throw it away, and then your property looks 10 times better from just picking up the trash that's on the floor. We inspect the smoking areas. We have smoking areas in every single one of our properties. We have an area that we have a trash for just the cigarettes. We have an area, a sitting area in most of our properties, and we keep those things there. Why we keep them there? Because people do go out and smoke. And so we give people the ability to throw the cigarette butt inside the trash can. Why? Because on the floor, it could cause burning on the grass. So we gotta make sure that they don't throw the cigarette that's on, still burning, on the floor. So after we inspect the smoking areas, we inspect the dumpster area. So most of the properties have dumpsters, big dumpsters that the city comes out and obviously picks up the trash. We go inside, we open up the gate, typically a gate in front. We open it up, we look around, we look behind it. We make sure there's nothing left, because when you have somebody miss the dumpster, which I have no idea how, you gotta be really bad at basketball to miss that dumpster. So if you miss the dumpster and something fell in the back, that could bring rats, if it's food, open bags, open containers, anything like that. It can bring a lot of vermin, pests, all that stuff that you definitely don't want in any one of your properties, anywhere nearby. After we are done inspecting the dumpster area, we go ahead and sign the report. Whoever the person is inspecting the property is signing that report. They sign it that they viewed everything, they took pictures, they showed exactly what is wrong with the property. In the form, you have the ability to take pictures and upload them. And after we go ahead and sign the form, we download the report and upload under the property in Landlord Studio. So again, Landlord Studio, great app. We use it for every single one of our properties. Definitely helps us out when inspecting these properties and keeping all of our forms organized, all of the tenant information organized, everything. You name it, they have it. Then after we download the report and we put it on our property management tool, we assign the work to a vendor or our maintenance team. They go out there, they do their own inspection, because sometimes they gotta be very thorough and they gotta further inspect the issue, because it might be worse than what we initially thought it was. They go out there, they assess, they send us back a quote. We assess the quote, we talk to them, and then we come to a conclusion of whether it's something of an emergency, something that needs to be done. Except trash, we pick up trash. Like I said before, nobody's too good to pick up trash. We all pick up trash. All right, so that is our property check process. So if this video adds value or reinforces what you already know, please like and subscribe so you can check out the other videos that we put out. We do a lot of property management series videos. Why? Because this is what we do on a daily. And we want to make sure you, as a landlord, and or if you're manifesting buying some property, you gain all the knowledge and all the information out there so that you can make better decisions and keep your properties looking really good. All right, guys, so we'll see you on the next video. Peace.